Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of Get Lost with Ross. Today we're going to do something that we have not done on the channel yet. It's called geocaching. We're going to stick to a local trail here in Novato, and we're going to go after a couple of geocaches. Geocaching started in about 2000 when they declassified GPS satellites that allowed handheld personal GPSs to be used for navigation. Somebody hit the first geocache up in Oregon. They called it a geostash. Somebody else went and found it. They thought it was fun. And so they went and hid something for somebody else to find. Now there's millions of geocaches all over the country and all over the world. It's a fun hobby that I did with my daughter and my dad, and I still kind of do on my own. So it's a perfect Get Lost with Ross activity, and we will talk more about it once we get to the trail. We'll see you out there. All right, we're at the trailhead. We are at the Indian Valley Fire Road. We're gonna go head up a little bit, take the waterfall trail, and we'll head up to our first geocache. All right, turning off the fire road. Gonna hit the waterfall trail, the Ken Hearth waterfall trail. We're about 400 feet from a cache. I will actually talk more in a future video about how you pick a cache to find, kind of how you pick your route. Not a lot of planning went into today's hike. I'm super familiar with the area, and so I just busted out a handful in the area that I haven't found, and I'm just going to find those. But in the future, I'll kind of go into a video about how to plan a good geocaching hike, how to get the most out of your time while you're out on the trail. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, we have the compass up. It's showing us 58 feet that direction. So we'll kind of follow that arrow. And this is why this is called the waterfall trail. When it rains, this is a legit little waterfall. Super close to our house, which is really fun. Come out here on a rainy day and watch this thing pour. Hopefully it's flowing soon. All right, so I put the next geocache in. It's about 4/10 of a mile away up this trail. We'll just kind of keep following our arrow. It's pointing up, which means we're going in the direction that we want to be going. It's called Split Tree. So sometimes there's clues, but sometimes the clue is just in the name of the cache. So as we get closer and we're within a few feet, I'll be looking for a split tree. So as you can see, having trouble finding this one. It's called Fallen Oak. I'm out of Fallen Oak. It shows 7 feet. So it's got to be here somewhere. Unfortunately, this one ended with a did not find. The last couple logs said the container was in bad shape and it hadn't been found since 2023. So on to the next one. Here we're about 50 feet from the next one. This will be the last one of the day. This is the one that's called Split Tree. I see lots of split trees. So we will see. Pretty steep ledge right there. I don't think you can tell on the camera. So it's not, hopefully not going to be over that. Let's give it a try. All right, this is some quality get lost with Ross. So I know exactly where I am. I'm out in Indian Valley. I can practically see my house from here, but I'm using my map. I'm kind of off trail because I was geocaching. And so actually I better double check. I want this one. Exactly. So I know exactly where I'm at, but my buddy who was hiking with me one time, even though I said, I know where I'm at and I'm using the map and I can see where I'm at on the map and I'm perfectly happy with where I'm at, there's a little ambiguity, I could suppose, to exactly where we are. So he said, this isn't hiking with Ross, this is get lost with Ross. And so that's where this channel got its name. Kind of a fun little story. Okay, well, we tried for 3 different geocaches. We found one of them, it was all wet. The second 2 we didn't find. And I think I mentioned it before, but when you don't do any research ahead of time, you definitely put yourself at a disadvantage. I got to the spot where this cache was. I know exactly where it was. I was looking in the right spot. I looked up a couple of the old logs and it hasn't been found since October of 2022. So it hasn't been found for over 3 years. There are so many leaves on the ground. There's so many leaves around the tree. There's no way I'm finding a tiny little micro cache in the middle of the forest that hasn't been found for 3 years. So anyway, a little discouraging, but it's an absolutely gorgeous day on the mountain. I haven't seen a single person. I'm out here by myself, enjoying nature. What else could I ask for? So anyway, we will do this again on a future hike. I'll do a little bit more pre-planning and we'll find some more caches. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next Get Lost with Ross. Too much fun? I recommend it.